I'm going to open it up to questions. If you have any questions, happy to answer them.
Thanks so much, Dan.
Yeah,
I've
thank
got
you.
a couple questions right here. If I have a housekeeper call in sick, can I easily reassign their room cleanings for the day?
Right. Perfect. That's a great question. So yes, absolutely. So from a manager's perspective, we've added this feature where if somebody calls in sick and you have to reassign those rooms to somebody else, you can open up, let's say, your housekeeper that is working that day, and you can say, okay, let's add or remove rooms to their date. Okay. So you could just do it as simple as this. Okay, I don't want them to do these rooms today, but I do want them to do these particular rooms. So you're adding these on the fly. Okay. And now it's really easy. And so when I close this out, now you can see I've removed the other rooms, and room 101, 102, 103 have been added to that housekeeper's workflow. Very simple. And now that'll show up on their calendar, and it'll also show up on their room list.
Now, what is the implementation like?
Yeah, so the same as what we do with maintenance care, implementation, we do a very intensive job to make sure that your team is well trained. Okay, so we assign you a training coach. That training coach will have an initial call with your housekeeping team and housekeeping manager to make sure they understand what's going to happen. And then we do multiple training sessions with that team within a period of, let's say, it could be a month, it could be a couple of weeks, depending how fast your team wants to get going. And those sessions can last an hour and a half. And we make sure we don't just leave you. We make sure your team is using the software well before we kind of let go to the world, right? But the thing is that then ongoing, your team can call that trainer anytime, or our support team, because it's all included in the process. So customer support is included. So they can actually call them anytime after that if they have further questions.
Yeah. And what is your pricing model?
Yeah, so the pricing model is very simple. We have a fixed rate per facility. If you are a maintenance care customer, you get a bundled pricing. But for new customers that are not maintenance care customers who just want the CareClean product, you can find our pricing on our website. And so this is what we call introductory pricing, by the way, because the software is fairly new. And so if you want to pay yearly, it's $125 a month, and you get everything I talked about. You're going to get more than that in value. That's obvious, because think of the time savings, think of all the paperwork, the compliance, the management of your team, schedules, all of that done for $125 a month. That's nothing. That's the price of a cell phone plan or something like that. So what we call this is early adopter pricing. This software has only been around for a year and a bit, and it's going to keep getting better. As it keeps getting better, prices go up. But if you lock into this price, you secure that low price right away. So if you have any questions on this, if you have multiple facilities, you might get a bit of a discount as well. If you're a maintenance care customer, you get bundle pricing. So very, very easy.
Does the app cost extra?
Absolutely not. Everything is included in CareClean. So unlimited users, that's very important. So it doesn't matter how many housekeepers, unlimited schedules, unlimited, you have all these checklists you can create, and the app is absolutely included. Doesn't matter how many devices you download it onto.
And lastly, how long have you been in business?
Yeah, so basically, I mean, as I mentioned, GenXScore has been around for 20 years. Our main product is maintenancecare.com. We have now CareClean. We also have other products, oneaccess.com and Get Censored, which is temperature sensors. We've been doing this for the senior care industry for a long time, but we specialize in software, and this is what you need in your facility, and we've identified that and created the tools around it. So we're very experienced in that, and we stand behind what we're presenting here, because I think it's going to hit directly to what your day-to-day process is.
Well, thanks so much for your time, Dan.
Thank you.
And this has been a McKnight's Product Theater. For Dan Roberge, I'm Foster Stubbs. Thank you for tuning in.